There's been a ton of overlooked Pokemon in the entire Sword and Shield generation. That's what we're talking about today on the Gym Leaders Podcast. Overlooked Pokemon, man.
They're so sad. Feel so bad for them.
There's so many really powerful Pokemon that just got straight up ignored by the Pokemon Company during the entire Sword and Shield era, right? So there's always this big stigma in the Pokemon TCG that they print the same Pokemon over and over and over again. That's really not the case unless you're talking about Charizard, Pikachu, and Eevee, right? So Charizard, Pikachu, and Eevee have always been printed a crap ton. You get multiple of them in every single generation because, you know, they control the Pokemon TCG. But there are a lot of fan favorite Pokemon that got the shaft here in the Sword and Shield era. I feel like in this era, they focused significantly more on the Galar Pokemon and on the Legends Arceus Pokemon and BDSP remakes way more than they have like in the past, you know? Like, how many Cinderaces are there? 10,000, I think.
Oh my God, there's like 6 in every set. It seems like
it's unreal how many there are, and they just continue to do that. Zacian and Zamazenta. I think there's 4 different Zacian Zamazenta V's, Black Star promos, and they were in like 3 or 4 different sets. And don't get yourself twisted. They have V Stars coming as well. So they got V's, V Maxes, and V Stars. Like they got everything. I don't know if there was there a Zacian Zamazenta V Star or V Max? I don't think there was. But anyway, you get the point. There was full arts, there was rainbows, there was gold, there was everything. So, that being said, I think there's a lot of Pokemon that got completely overlooked. So, ASX, I'm going to ask you first. What are your top 3 Pokemon that you feel are completely overlooked in the Sword and Shield era?
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm going to start off with an honorable mention. And that's my boy Arcanine. He got absolutely no love up until Lost Origin when he got, you know, a little smooch, you know, on the cheek.
Trainer Gallery.
For being a good boy with the Trainer Gallery card. Yeah, and it wasn't even just a regular Arcanine, which I really wanted. It was the Hisuian version, which is like, you know, it's the second Arcanine in my on my team. But yeah, you know, gotta throw it in there, Arcanine. But I would say, you know, I got 2 more here that I felt like should have had a lot more love. One of them is actually a much newer Pokemon here, actually I'm pretty sure from the Galar region. And that's actually Dragapult. I'm a pretty big Dragapult fan. Simply because that was one of my dominating decks back in when, you know, what was it? Rebel Clash and that kind of came out around that time. Dragapult was a fantastic deck to play. I loved playing it, and I was excited to see, you know, with Rebel Clash being only the second set in the Sword and Shield era, how many more awesome Dragapult cards we were going to get. And we literally got the one Dragapult V, the Dragapult V Max. It was also a rainbow as well in that set. And then we got no more ultra rare cards for Dragapult ever again. You know, he's popped up, you know, with his evolution line a few times in some other sets. But that was it. And that kind of really bummed me out when I saw that, you know, Dragapult really wasn't getting any love. And then we get like, you know, a Drapion V-Star here in Lost Origin.
He's the Galar pseudo legendary, man. He's the Galar Dragonite, the Galar Tyranitar. I definitely get what you're coming from.
So yeah, I just, you know, I really felt like he needed some more love. And then another one that really got me, that they teased the heck out of us with back in Vivid Voltage was Alakazam. Gave us an absolutely
all that full
beautiful
art is so nice.
Absolutely beautiful full art Alakazam. It's the first time we had seen him back in the TCG on like a nice card like that for a long time. You know, at that point they were still going through the issues with Kadabra and all that, so that's why we haven't seen an evolution.
Right.
Good news is that I think has been all cleared up, so we're cleared to have some more Kadabra again. Hopefully we'll see some more of him this era. But yeah, they just teased the heck out of us with that Alakazam full art. And I thought like that just opened the floodgates for us to have some more absolutely amazing Alakazam cards. And then what was it? like Fusion Strike came along and it kind of had that vibe with Mew and Gengar and everything like that. And I'm
Yep.
like, for sure, there's going to be an Alakazam VMAX in this set. There's going to be an Alakazam alternate art. Can
that
you
would have been
imagine an Alakazam alternate art?
He's so fire. Trainer
It
gallery would be cool
absolutely
too.
amazing. A trainer gallery as well. And then we never got anything. It was just nothing after that.
So we are
absolutely amazing
getting a
card,
Radiant
Vivid
Alakazam. So we do have a
True,
Radiant
true.
Alakazam coming, which is awesome.
That is awesome.
Because I do
Yeah.
love shiny Alakazam. It basically its brown shoulder pads and armor turns pink, which is really really cool. But I agree with you. That full art Alakazam is one of my favorite cards in the entire Sword and Shield era. When you're not looking at values, because
Yes.
it's like $2. You can go buy it
Yeah,
over
it's
on
not
TCG for
very
like $2
expensive.
right now. But it is gorgeous.
Yeah. And I feel like they really missed out. I hope now that I think that the whole Kadabra thing is all figured out and that, I mean, we're going to see a bunch of, evolution lines and stuff here in Scarlet and Violet era. I can only imagine, that just got released now. So with that, I'm hoping we're going to see some more awesomeness, some Alakazam EX cards here coming in the future.
So for Dragapult 2, I will say they were very, very heavy in the beginning, like you were saying, on Dragapult. Rebel Clash came out, there was the V Max, and there was the Rainbow Rare. And then we also got the box in Shining Fates. We got the shiny full art
You're right.
Dragapult, and it had the shiny full art V and V Max in the box.
That is true.
That's basically like back-to-back sets right there. Well, I think it was right after Darkness, so technically Darkness was in there. And we did get like 2 or 3 more like holographic Dragapults in the generation as well. But I think they were so heavy on it early on. They were like, okay, we gotta, we're gonna make 1,000 Cinderaces and 2,000 Zacian Zamzintas, but we are Zacian. Excuse me, people hate when I say Zacian. Zacian. Zacian, yes. Oh, put the lotion on it, yes. Zacian.
It's got X rated.
Weird. No, it was dry skinned. Jeez, get your mind out the gutter. But yeah, I think if they would have printed more Dragapults, I think there would have been some people who were kind of like, okay, I've had enough of the Galar stuff and lump Dragapult in there. So I'm not too upset that they left the Dragapult behind. Although I would like to see a trainer gallery one.
That would be cool.
I think I would not be surprised if we do get some Dragapult stuff inside V-Star Universe, the Japanese set coming that's very similar to VMAX Climax with all those trainer galleries, in like a Tag Team All-Stars sort of a deal. I would not be surprised if we get some Dragapult alternate arts or something inside that set. It would make total sense. Completely on board with you with Alakazam, though. They gave it to us early, the collection box, and the full art during Vivid Voltage. And then now
the collection box. I did forget about that.
Well, we haven't seen them. We haven't seen them since the Radiant now that we're getting. So it's basically been almost a year since we've had some. But I'm gonna go with some more Pokemon that I think were done completely dirty. Actually, before that, I'm going to agree with you on Arcanine as well. It was very strange to me.
I just want to say,
regular
this
Arcanine.
is the first time.
No, not regular Arcanine. Nope.
Never mind.
I thought it was very odd that like the one Hisuian Pokemon that they chose not to give a V card to was Arcanine. Very strange, because in my opinion, that would be the first one that I would. I mean, obviously, I would do Cleavor.
Thank you.
I would do Cleavor first, like
sense.
the new ones, Basculin, and I would do the brand new ones first. But really, you went with Hisuian Electrode to get a V before Arcanine and Lilligant? Like, bro, too much.
Right.
I'm with you there, but I'm gonna go with something that might upset a little bit of people because they're two of the Pokemon that people talk about all the time, getting too many cards. That's the Kanto starters, man. I think Blastoise and Venusaur have completely 1,000% gotten shafted inside the Sword and Shield era. They have they had 2 items basically. They had the Battle Decks, the Blastoise Venusaur Battle Decks, and then they've had the Battle Boxes that came out. What was the set that came out after Shining Fates? It was right around after that, I believe.
Battle Styles, I think, was the new.
Then
new
it was
set in
before that.
box.
Then it came out during Darkness Ablaze because it was not during the alternate art era. It was right before the alternate art era. So it would have been during Darkness Ablaze where we got the battle boxes that had the VMAX Venusaur, VMAX Blastoise, and V.
Yeah.
Awesome artworks, by the way. If you've not seen them, go
yeah.
check out the VMAX cards for Blastoise and Venusaur. Freaking nominal. Freaking nominal, for real.
Yeah.
And then we
Blastoise
didn't.
is looking mean.
We haven't seen them at all. I know we got the one Venusaur V that's like $1, but then we didn't see them until they got Radiant cards inside Pokemon Go, and I don't see them ever having any more cards coming by the end of this. I don't see them getting V-Star Universe cards because they don't have V-Star cards. I just don't see it at all. And at this point, I believe Venusaur has made more appearances in the background of Charizard cards than it has its own cards in the Sword and Shield era.
You're probably right on that. You're probably right. I think the only one you didn't mention was just the celebrations, but I don't know if you can necessarily count that because it's not a new
reprints.
card.
They're
reprints.
I mean, it's.
So.
They're not originals. There's no alternate arts. There's no V-Stars. And they're not pullable. It's always a dud to me when they're not pullable. So, I mean, technically, there's not new, TCG friendly cards in Sword and Shield for either Venusaur or Blastoise at all.
I rarely see anybody ever play them. Honestly, I've seen it maybe once or twice.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, it's not very playable.
Yep. And then the next one here, which is it's all right. So I'll put these two in the same bucket. I got two more. I know I said three, but I got two more, and I'm going to put them in the exact same bucket, and that's Lugia and Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo, before Pokemon Go came out, obviously they were holding Mewtwo to be the Pokemon Go mascot, right? They were like, okay, we know that we're going to have Pokemon Go coming out in 2022, and we're going to have Mewtwo linchpin that since he was the first big 5-star raid battle, right? He was the big, not even 5-star raid battle. He was the big EX raid battle for Pokemon Go. So they wanted to hang their entire set around having an alternate art Mewtwo, Rainbow Mewtwo, Gold Mewtwo, right? But before that, I think he had one non-holographic rare. So you're talking about almost 16, 17 months of releasing Sword and Shield sets without a single Mewtwo inside.
Yeah,
mind-blowing.
Right.
Mind-blowing.
It was like, Brilliant Stars, I think, was that non-holo?
The non-holo, which is now a holo in the Halloween packs, which is pretty cool. And then Lugia, the exact same boat. Until Silver Tempest comes out, not a single Lugia card. I think there was a holographic rare in one of the sets. I don't even remember what set it was. Vivid Voltage. Yep.
Yeah, because it also came in the stamp promo.
Yes, that's correct. The stamp promo is a beautiful card. One of the most underrated cards of the era, by the way. The Vivid Voltage stamp promos, Charizard, Snorlax, and Lugia. Massively underrated, guys, for real. I would be adding those to my collection for sure.
Definitely.
But yeah, so like Lugia, again, not a viable Lugia card in the Pokemon TCG until basically the second to last set to come out in the era.
Yeah.
And you can even lump Ho-Oh in there too. So now you're talking about three major linchpin Pokemon that have gotten absolutely zero love during the entire Sword and Shield era. That's right. We are bringing the giveaways back to TCG Funhouse here in the month of September, and we are giving away the brand new set, Lost Origins. That's right. For the entire month of September, we have an Elite Trainer Box giveaway going on, and all you have to do to earn your entries for this particular video is make sure you're a subscriber, hit the like button on this video, and leave a comment down below. And you can do that on every single video in the month of September for more entries, one entry per video, and then we will give it away during a live stream at the end of the month, guys. It's going to be so much fun. I'll see you there.